Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. We're sure glad to see you today. We were very fortunate. We found another unusual tool we'd never seen before. A lantern wick trimmer. Something probably most of you have never seen before. However, we got a chance to do a restoration on it, and let's get down to the shop and get started.
I found this interesting item. I had to do some researching to find out exactly what it was. It seems to be a lantern wick trimmer. Very small little pair of scissors. It's got this little trough or tray down in here so that when you do trim the wick, hold it a little bit of an angle. That trimmings will fall down in here rather than down into the around the wick and down, leave that residue into the lantern around there. So, small little item. The scissors cut very nice. I haven't done anything to them, but I do know some. I don't own any lanterns other than battery powered. So, I do know somebody who owns one, and that would be Scout Crafter. So I'm going to clean this up and send it to him. I'm sure he can use it with his dozens and dozens of lanterns. It doesn't seem to be any maker's mark on here unless I uncover something in the cleaning. It does say patent applied for. That's all I can see on here. So I'll see if I can discover anything when I get further into it, but I could see where a wick trimmer would be a handy item for someone who's got lots of lanterns. So let's get to work cleaning it up. Sometimes it looks like a little job turns into a big one. I'm getting pretty involved with this little pair of scissors here. Got the screw out, and actually the threads had stripped on it, so they had peened it over on the back side, so I had to file around the edges of that for about 30 minutes straight with a little file, so I could get enough off to get it out of there. And of course the screw's in rough shape, so we'll need to clean that up and make sure I maintain enough on here to have it peened over again when I put it in there, because there's not enough threading left in here on the screw to do anything. And I don't have another one that'll fit in here. But now I can get to work cleaning. Okay, I've done some wire brushing and some work on it with the Scotch-Brite, but there's just a lot of little small areas to get into, so I got out my Dremel with my modified wire brush on here, and I'm going to see about cleaning down in these areas here. Okay, a little further along here. This side's been wire brushed, and as you can see, there's still a lot of pitting on here, and areas we can't get up. This side over here we've sanded. Now we're getting it smoothed out. We're going to do some finishing on it, but starting to get a better appearance to it when you compare the two. So we'll do some sanding on this one. Okay, we'll go back to the beginning. Remember how this lantern wick trimmer looked when we got it. The was dark and stained and pitted like all tools old like this. Again, we couldn't find any name on it. We just found a patent applied for. And it actually took a heck of a lot longer than I thought. I'm commenting on that along the way. Sometimes you think you got a nice, easy project, and it turns out to be a lot more difficult. This took a lot of sanding to get those pits out that just would not give. And evidently it's a pretty hard steel. It was hard to file, hard to sand. So I got to say the steel was a good heavy duty quality. And but here's what we did to get it right. And that's how it compares to the original. The part of the difficulty was all the curvature in all the parts and all the small areas which had to be done. But we sanded and then finished on the fiber belt to give it a brushed look, and I think the brushed appearance looks good on here. One thing about it, there was this area here where the catch was stained and dark, and I couldn't get it shined. I tried and tried and tried to Dremel with a wire brush, all types of methods to get in here and get this clean. So what I did was I took this area and darkened it with super blue, and gives it kind of a two-tone look, but it does give it a better look inside here. So I think it turned out nice. I'm pleased with it. And sometimes you just have to improvise and take a little artistic license, I call it here, and do what you think looks right. Maybe it's not the original, but it does look good compared, to the original, the way we got it. Again, all the way around, all the edges finished, and backside, front side, really looks good. I looked online trying to find lantern wick trimmers, and I found tons of candle wick trimmers, but they were made a little differently. They were a little longer and had one long blade and one short one on here, and it was made more for that area here to also snuff the candles. They call them trimmers and snuffers, so that it was a little larger in here in this catch area where you could put it over the wick of the candle and put it out, in addition to trimming the wick when you needed it. But you don't do that with lanterns. You just turn the knob and you turn the wick down and to cut the flame off, and then turn it back up when you use it. So these aren't used the same way, and they do look different. Just couldn't find the same item anywhere. And again, I don't have any lanterns except for battery powered one. So I know a guy who's got dozens and dozens and dozens, no telling how many lanterns, collects them, restores them, and lights them annually. So maybe this will help him do a little maintenance on him, being able to trim his wicks. So Scout Crafter, this is headed your way. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope everybody enjoyed the video. I sure did. I enjoyed doing this restoration. Thanks for watching.